Tensions in the Middle East have reached a critical boiling point, sparking fears of a wider global conflict. Recent military exchanges involving Iran have sent shockwaves through international markets. As geopolitical analysts warn of World War III scenarios, we must examine the tangible impacts on our daily lives. From the price at the pump to the availability of essential goods, the ripple effects are already being felt. Today, we break down the complexities of the spike in conflict and its immediate threat to the global supply chain, exploring why this specific moment feels so different from previous regional disputes. At the heart of global energy security lies the Strait of Hormuz. This narrow waterway is the world's most important oil transit point, with approximately 21 million barrels of oil passing through it daily. This represents about 21% of global petroleum liquids consumption. Iran's proximity and military capabilities in this region give it significant leverage. Any closure or serious disruption to this passage would lead to an unprecedented energy crisis, causing prices to skyrocket overnight and stalling industrial production worldwide. The strategic importance of this single waterway cannot be overstated in the context of current hostilities. The situation deteriorated rapidly following a series of missile strikes and drone deployments. These actions have moved beyond proxy skirmishes into direct confrontations. Major powers, including the United States and its allies, have increased their naval presence in the region to protect commercial shipping. Reports indicate over 50 incidents of maritime interference in the past quarter alone. The world watches closely as military readiness reaches levels not seen in decades, with both sides signaling a refusal to back down from their strategic objectives, creating a high-stakes environment where a single miscalculation could trigger a larger war. Market analysts are sounding the alarm as Brent crude prices fluctuate wildly. If the conflict sustains its current trajectory, experts predict oil could surge past $100 per barrel, with some extreme models suggesting $120. Such a spike would translate to a 15 to 20% increase in gas prices for consumers within weeks. This volatility isn't just about fuel. It affects the cost of plastics, fertilizers, and transportation for every industry. Investors are moving towards safe haven assets like gold as the energy sector braces for a prolonged period of uncertainty and potential supply shocks. Beyond energy, the conflict is strangling global trade routes. The Red Sea and Suez Canal corridors are facing severe delays. Shipping giants have been forced to reroute vessels around the Cape of Good Hope, adding 10 to 14 days to transit times. This detour increases fuel costs by nearly $1 million per voyage. For consumers, this means delayed deliveries and higher prices for electronics, clothing, and food. The just-in-time inventory model is failing under the pressure of these geopolitical shocks, leading to empty shelves and manufacturing slowdowns in several key sectors. The threat of escalation has forced a massive realignment of global military assets. NATO forces have increased their alert status, and regional powers are fortifying their borders. We are seeing a 30% increase in military spending across several neighboring nations as they prepare for potential spillover. The rhetoric of World War III is no longer confined to fringe discussions. It is being addressed in diplomatic summits and emergency defense meetings. The deployment of advanced missile defense systems, such as the Patriot and THAAD batteries, signals that the international community is preparing for the worst while hoping for a diplomatic breakthrough. The economic impact extends far beyond the Middle East. Global inflation, which was beginning to stabilize, faces a new upward surge. Analysts suggest a sustained conflict could shave 0.5% off global GDP growth this year alone. Central banks are in a difficult position: raise interest rates to combat energy-driven inflation or keep them steady to support slowing economies. For the average citizen, this translates to higher grocery bills and more expensive credit. The interconnectivity of the modern world means that a local conflict has profound bottom-line consequences for household budgets and national economies alike. As we stand at this crossroads, the path forward remains uncertain. Diplomacy continues behind closed doors, with international mediators working to de-escalate the tit-for-tat cycle of violence. The resilience of the global supply chain is being tested like never before, forcing companies to find new, more expensive ways to move goods. While the World War III warnings are a worst-case scenario, the current economic and logistical chaos is a reality we must navigate today. Staying informed and understanding these complex geopolitical ties is the first step for every citizen in managing the impact of these global shifts.